Right, yeah, I got a lot going on my workbench. I've got 5 boxes started and 5 necks started. Those are the necks when I was doing the last video on how to make the 3-piece neck. I went ahead and put together 5 necks, and I got them cut for the boxes they go into. And so what I mean by that is it's got the opening done, and then let's see, for this one here, of course I picked the biggest one, and I've got the neck cut down so that it'll fit in the box like it's supposed to. Flip it over, there you go. Slap it in there like that. Oh, I got all kind of stuff in there. There you go. So it's set in the box or matched to a box. And now what I need to do is, well, I guess that leads me to a question. How do you make sure your neck stays square? Or how do you square your neck up when you're building a cigar box guitar? I'd be interested to know. I glue blocks in on the end. I've seen other people do different things, and I haven't really heard anybody like major talk about how they do it. So that's what I was gonna do in this video, just kind of show you what I do. When I panned around earlier, you saw this Cohiba over here. That's one I just got glued up. But I get to this point, once I glue all of the innards in the box, I don't mess with that box. I don't put any electronics on or anything. Then I focus on finishing up the neck, which means getting this rounded over, get the wings glued on, headstock shaped, and then I get the fretboard glued onto it. And even past that, once I get the fretboard glued on, I'll go ahead and fret it, and oil it, and get it good to go. And then I go back to the box. But I at least want to have a good starting point. So I like to glue the blocks, any of the bracing in there that I'm going to do, and then I make sure that it's squared and set up. So I'm going to turn this camera just a little bit so hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Real simple, but you know, I don't know if there's other ways, better ways to do this or not. But all I do is I use this, just use a little combination square, and I will set it up here, the front where it's cut and it can't move, and I get the distance marked up. Then I'll come as far back as I can. Every box is different, and I'll make sure that it's the same distance, and I go ahead and lock this this piece in. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue this one up and clamp it, and then I'll glue that one up and clamp it. Now I'm not gonna screw anything into this. This is just to hold it in place. But so I don't need a whole lot of glue on there, but I want to make sure it stays there. So now that I got that piece locked in, I'm going to do this one. Now, no matter how many times I slide this neck in and out of this box from here on out, it's going to go in the same position. So now that I've got that done, I cut this bracing last night, so now I just need to glue this bracing down as well. I don't want to glue it down until I get these pieces done. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, so there you go. That's how that's how I do that. If I needed to glue any other blocks in there for the corners, I'd do that at this time, but it just makes it much easier for me. And if you've ever built a cigar box guitar, you'll know what I'm talking about. You probably put this neck in the box, I don't know, a lot. In, check something, pull it back out, readjust, do whatever. So now it's in the spot where it needs to be. That'll facilitate gluing the hole, or screwing the hole into the bottom to lock this in. And I'm also probably going to do strings through the box. So same thing, it'll have that spot. So every time I put it in there, it'll be in that exact spot, and I don't have to worry about getting off a little bit because it's not completely centered in the box. All right, I have started gluing up some necks. Out of these 5 boxes that I got prepped, I got one of the necks, or 2 of the necks, the fretboard is on. And so now I can start shaping them as well. But 2 things here. So all of my necks, in my last video I talked about doing a scarf joint as well, and there's 2 different ways to do it. And I typically do them like this, so you get this line right here. Maybe you can see it better on this side, and obviously after you shape it and file it, that line might go away or be mostly hidden. But there's another way you can do it, where the joint is up here. And so I've been thinking about it ever since I did that video. I've been thinking about it. My wife come out, she's like, you need to build a pink box. So I pulled a pink cigar box guitar. So I pulled down a pink box, and I'm gonna build this one. And this one's probably gonna be on a 23-inch scale. So I'm about to start 3 more. I'm in the middle of 5, I'm about to start 3 more. I've got another Thunder Smoke box, so I'm gonna build another one of those. And then I have this Oliva, and I built one of these Olivas, and all of them, sometimes they're empty, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they come with all the stuff on the inside. So this one still has the tray for the cigars, and this. It's got the piece of cedar. It's got the logo on it. So I'm thinking about, for that one, and that's what I'm about to show you, is I'm gonna go ahead and cut the neck for that, and I'm gonna build it so the scarf joint is right here, because my plan is to hopefully laminate this, or a portion of this, over the top of it. See how that works. All right, I got the scarf joints glued up on these necks, and I just wanted to show the difference before I sign off of here. So this one, you can see this line is right here. I'll glue wings on this one, and then once I'm done finishing it, the line will look good. You still might see it. All right, on this one, I put the scarf joint up here, so put it the opposite direction. So now, when you put, what did I do with the, oh yeah, there you are. So now, there's the line on the side. When I glue these wings on, no more line. The only line you'll have is up here. But I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna laminate the top. So the back will be clean. You'll have the line here where it was glued, but no line in the middle. These lines will be hidden, and this will be laminated, so it's gonna hide this. That's the only reason I always do them the opposite way, because I just don't want that line in the middle of the headstock. But if you're gonna laminate over it or do something like that, to me, that's, especially if you're widening it out, because then that hides the lines on the side. Makes it really clean. So, yep, I just finished the fretboard for the pink box. It's got It's got a little flower design on there. And let's see, there's those flowers. I don't know. This is a room 101. I think it says that somewhere. Yep, there it is. Room 101. I don't know. Cigar box. So anyway, my wife's like, well, you got to put little flowers for fret dot markers. So I guess she's the designer of this cigar box guitar. So you'll have to stay tuned in a future video to see how this one comes out. Just wanted to kind of go over a couple of things and not make these videos too long. And I know I've probably skipped a week and a half getting a video out. So thanks for everyone that stuck around to the end, or even people that's you know, skipped through the video. Thanks for checking this out. If you're not already, please subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. All right, I'm out.